Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Coin Conspiracy. This is Silver Slayer, and today we are posting our first video on this channel. This is a new channel I'm launching in replace of my Crypto Slayer channel. I do have a main channel that you guys can subscribe to if you already haven't, called Silver Slayer. That channel is strictly about precious metals investing. I do a lot of silver stacking strategies, unboxings, stuff like that. This is going to be more of a news source type channel, giving you guys updates on what's happening in the precious metals world, is alongside with cryptocurrency as well. We'll be talking about gold, silver, Bitcoin, all the above. So if you guys do like staying updated in the markets and what's happening in the economy and all, around all those types of different investments, then this is the channel for you. And if you like just learning about silver stacking strategies and that type of direction, you can go subscribe to my other channel. But today we're going to be talking about why 2020 is such a big year for silver or precious metals in general. And I'm going to be going over my opinions on this topic. So subscribe and like this video if you already haven't. Let's try to hit 3,000 subscribers. We're so close, and I do appreciate all the support. So 2020 can be a huge year for silver. If we look at the historical charts or historical data from precious metals and how it performs in the economy during certain time frames, you can see something that's always key and that's always accurate. And that is, any time that there's a huge change in society, people always turn to silver and gold for the secure aspect of it, and it shoots the price up. Now, we have the 2020 presidential election coming up with one of the most controversial candidates ever. And if you guys remember the last presidential election, there was rallies, riots, all that. And this same thing is going to happen this year or next year. So when this stuff happens, there's a lot of fear, a lot of panic, a lot of worry, a lot of engagement, and a lot of people want to transfer their money into something that has value, intrinsic value, like gold and silver. Just like when we talk about silver being $50 in 2011, what was happening then? You had a lot of stuff happening the whole year of 2000, starting from September 11th in 2000 all the way to Y2K, and people are saying that there could be a recession coming actually in the next year for the 25% tariff that Donald Trump is also putting on our imported goods with China. So there's a lot of things happening that could be very, very risky, and it could scare a lot of people. Now, I'm not one to promote fear or, panic or stuff like that. I feel like we're going to be okay. Things usually always work out. But if you are from a prepping standpoint, then still a lot of people will be investing in gold and silver for the secure aspect of owning physical bullion that you can actually hold. A lot of people say if you can't hold it, you don't own it. A lot of people don't trust the governments, or not even as a trusting standpoint, but just think that there's more safe outlets or more safe ways you can go about that of protecting your wealth or preserving your wealth. And then also on the same aspect of preserving your wealth, a lot of people like to transfer their money into something that holds its value because of the hyperinflation, because of the $23 trillion in debt we are, because of the dollar being pumped and impregnated and oversaturated in a financial system that's failing, where the dollar's lost 98% of its purchasing power. So there's that aspect. There's also the banks that a lot of people don't trust, how you're getting 0.01% interest rates in your savings, and how you're better off putting it in something that's always valuable. Gold and silver has been valuable for thousands upon thousands of years and will continue to be valuable. Not talking about a gold standard legal tender type output or standpoint, but more of a actual asset or commodity. Now, assets and commodities are two different directions you can even talk about gold and silver. I made a video talking about if I feel it's an asset or a commodity. I think it's more of an asset. Some people look at it more as a commodity, more of just a hobby. I definitely think that silver is much more important than that. It has much more beneficial uses, being the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity and electricity. And I think the way that technology is going in the everyday world is going to keep going that direction. We're going to need more and more silver, and especially with the silver supply shorting out, it's going to be even harder, and the miners aren't making as much money, or isn't as profitable, so they're not digging as much out the ground. So the supply versus demand is going to bring a new factor into the prices fluctuating in the next couple years as well. But we haven't even talked about gold either. Gold is breaking new all-time highs for 2019, breaking above $1,400. And what is silver going to do? Can silver follow suit? What's going to happen? Silver is gold's little brother. So usually if we see precious metals fluctuating, just like with Bitcoin and Litecoin, they usually rise similar because they have similar uses. Well, gold and silver is the same category, similar uses, but silver is used more widely in the technological and industrial world. Gold is more for coins and jewelry, necklaces, rings. So a lot of it gets remelted. A lot of silver is used in technology, and it's scrapped not to be recovered and remelted at the rate that gold is. But it's interesting to see that gold is taking off right now and wondering where that's going to go. If gold is in a bubble, then what is silver going to do? Is silver in the same bubble as gold? We just saw Merrill Lynch talking about, or got caught, manipulating trillions of dollars in the silver world. And I wonder what that's going to how that's going to affect silver prices, either negatively or positively. And I'm curious, there is an unknown factor though, if you are looking at silver prices that we cannot even incorporate into a price prediction. You see these 2020 silver price charts or price predictions, or 2030 price prediction articles and stuff, but there's something that a lot of people don't talk about, and that's the unknown factors that we don't know what will happen. If Just like when September 11th happened back in 2000, when people were trying to put price predictions on silver, they did not know in 1999 that was going to happen. So a price chart couldn't accurately predict something in the future because there's unknown things that's going to happen in the society and the economy that we don't even know about, that's going to heavily influence the price chart. So trying to tell you what silver's price is going to be in 2020 is literally impossible or inaccurate, because I don't know what events are going to take place, which is also going to heavily influence the charts. All I can do are talk about the facts and what I do know and what the possibilities are, but the possibility aspect of it can be only very loosely used used in a speculation type standpoint. I do know that silver is intrinsic. I do know it's valuable. I do know it has many uses, and I do know that the price is going to keep fluctuating between its beneficial factors in the society, along with the investing world as coins and bars, but also the medical field. There's colloidal silver, and I also do know for a fact that it is getting it's there's not as much coming out of the ground right now because miners are not making very many profits. There is a silver shortage on American Eagles. There's silver shortage for digging out the ground. It comes out of the ground roughly 9-to-1 compared to gold, but there's also the gold to silver ratio, which I also haven't even brought up in this video, which is extremely out of whack. It's over 90-to-1, which means it takes 90 ounces of silver to equal 1 ounce of gold. Historically, the ratio is around 40-to-1. So looking at that historical ratio, that's the average of it. So right now it's more than doubled out of place or out of order. So for the ratio to even back out or fluctuate back to normal ranges or normal ratios, that means gold either has to depreciate or silver has to appreciate. Now, which one is going to happen? Right now, gold's appreciating, so that probably means that silver is going to also have to appreciate up with it, because the ratio, if we see anything higher than that, would just be extremely, extremely just out of order. It's not right. That's not correct. There has to be some type of correction coming in the future for it to be a healthy market. Now, with all these people, with all this news coming out about Merrill Lynch, manipulating silver prices and gold being manipulated, and people behind the scenes doing, dirty things to keep gold and silver in a bubble, since this stuff is coming out, that might bring either good prices to the silver market, or bad. It could hurt the reputation. Just like when JP Morgan said Bitcoin was a scam and it shot the price down, people get scared really easily. But a lot of people, I hope, see the bigger picture and also see the fundamental values that silver has in the everyday world. If I'm looking at technology in the next 5-10 years, especially for how much silver is used in space equipment, and we're in a new space age right now. So there's so many things that silver is needed for in the world. If people could step back, look at the bigger picture, and see that 1 ounce of silver is worth way more than $15. If you hold an ounce of silver in your hand and you think to yourself, this is $15 of value right now, you can tell that that's extremely undervalued. there's a lot of potential in that asset, and it's going to keep growing. And it is more of a fundamental thing you have to try to step out of yourself to see, to realize. If you look at the value of a dollar compared to, or $20 compared to an ounce of silver, you can see that $20 is used to get you, a couple gallons of gas, when the ounce of silver is used in many things across the world on an intrinsic and global scale that will always be deemed valuable. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to smash the like button. Hope you guys enjoyed the first video on the coin conspiracy. If you did, make sure to subscribe, turn on all notifications. Also subscribe to my other channel if you do enjoy content like this. I try to make, content every day. On my other channel, I do post every day. I might start posting every couple days on this channel just to kind of get it going. But stay tuned for more content. This was Silver Slayer. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Stay tuned for more. Peace.